All right, boys, welcome back to another video. And today we have more news on a lot of stuff in Bannerlord. And also, I'm going to go over a couple of your questions as well from my YouTube comments. I do these in, I want to say every third video. I'll go over some comments. We got a couple comments right over here. I'm going to go over all of them, some statements as well. But the devs have said quite a bit. I'm going to have to be a little bit less loud as well. My son is sleeping in the other room. And yeah, go from there. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So first, they did make some clarification. They say we have made the following clarification to the beta 1.2.5 patch notes. So before, they stated that fights will therefore become more challenging during the final rounds of tournament, making winning them meaningfully more difficult. If you don't know what they're talking about, is in beta 1.2.5 is the beta that we received, I want to say less than a week ago, about a week ago. Just coming up to a week. There was a change to make the AI better at combat overall, and therefore, based on whatever tier they are, like the higher level troops are a lot better at combat. The lower level troops, there's a bigger disparity, and that makes tournaments a lot, pretty much a little bit harder. And we did go over it in a video. I did make a video about it, and I'll link it down below as well. They changed that to AI tournament participants now become progressively better at fighting by making smarter decisions in non-initial rounds. Fights will therefore become increasingly more challenging as the rounds progress, making winning them meaningfully more difficult. Pretty much what he's saying is now it won't be such a toss-up, like a looter won't somehow make it all the way to the top if you skip all the fights and it goes to just like a random, like, generator. Now the bigger level troops, the ones that are supposed to win, are going to win because obviously they make the smarter decisions. Next, we have, and by the way, this is patch 1.2.5, and also I'm going to leave my review down below. But as you can see, some of the big stuff that was added was summon garrison. Now, every time a new summon is conquered, you get 30 militia plus any bonuses that you have. Also, parties will donate troops at a better rates now, so it's very good. Then you have the troop AI improvements that we just talked about. They're going to be better. And then lastly, we had the penalties that pretty much combine riding and bow together, where if your riding skill is low and you try to use a bow on horseback, you are severely punished until level 100 riding. All very good changes in my opinion. Very good. But if you want to see the full review, because there's actually more stuff added in terms of modding and all that, link will be down below. Next, we have developers saying we are investigating the blocking performance of low-level troops. It may be a bug. Okay, so he's saying that there is a performance issue. Maybe they're not blocking as much or whatever it is. But lower-level troops, there is a problem with them currently, and they're currently looking into it. Just a broad statement they made right over here. Next, moving on, we have a person asking, is patch 1.3 planned to be released to beta as 1.2 moves to live, or 1 to 2 weeks later? I think that no. Before I even read what they say, I already see the not exactly. But before, they used to do this where they would put out the new beta when the previous beta moves to live. It used to go like that, especially in early access. But since we've come out of early access, now they're starting to release the patch to live and then wait a couple weeks. Sometimes maybe it could be a couple months, who knows, to release the next beta patch, right? But hopefully it's not too much longer. They responded saying not exactly. It will be released once the content is completed, and that will be sometime still. Okay. And by the way, like they've stated before, I don't know if this is true, false, or whatever, but as they've stated, they stated that they currently work on, like, there's different team members working on different things. So there's someone currently working on the next beta. There's people working currently on the new live. There's people currently working on hot fixes for the beta. They're all working on different positions. If that kind of makes sense. So whenever whoever's team is ready, that's what they're going to put out, if that kind of makes sense. Next, oh, by the way, now we're going to talk about current bug for 1.2.5. We're having a lot of battle crashes. What I mean by this is whenever people go into battles, whenever they get out of battles or in the middle of battles, I'm guessing it probably has to do with people's graphics cards, something like that. But the game crashes, and there's been a lot of reports, and they are currently working on it. As you can see, we are aware of this and has been forwarded for investigation. Then we have another person saying we're aware of the issue and working on it. Thank you for sharing details. They're helpful. But yeah, a lot of people have been having problems with game crashes in the middle of every battle. As you can see, let me just... Game keeps crashing in battles. And then this one, this is just in the beta patch notes, but they're pretty much talking about the same thing, where game is crashing. But yeah, that is being looked into, and that should be fixed momentarily. Now, on to all my forum nerds. Hello, welcome. I know you guys still watch my videos, even though you hate me. But, look at this. I'm not going to leave you out, all right? You're still part of the community. But, as they say right over here, we have a new thread, and this is talking about some forum structural changes. All right. So, greetings. Together with our dedicated volunteer forum moderation team, we reviewed our forums and their structure in an effort to better reflect the current status of various boards and their purpose, and to bring further visibility to certain boards/threads. There it is. They're gonna be making some changes next Wednesday. All right, December 6th. And here are all the changes. I'm not going to go through all the changes, but a lot of stuff is going to get moved. So if you are on the forums, if you need this, I'm going to even go favorite this right over here right now. There you go. Yeah, go check it over, see what's going to change, and go from there. Now, moving on to the YouTube questions, because we didn't have that much else that the developer said. That's pretty much all the developer said. But we're also going to be going over with one of the questions what the developer said previously, and that's coming up, so stay tuned. Now, first statement, question, whatever you want to call it. King Pro asks, I'm wondering if the console updates, PlayStation, Xbox, are going to be released before New Year. Me personally, I think so. I believe so. Let me take a drink of water. Ooh, my mouth was dry. But, yes, I do think so. I think them releasing it before Christmas is surely needed to just, I don't know, get that little push, get people playing again over the holidays, and then get people maybe to buy over the holidays as well. With the announcement of like a new patch coming to Xbox and PlayStation, they can make like a YouTube video about it. It would be a good way to push it. So I think they're probably all hands on deck trying to get it out before Christmas. That would make sense from like a company standpoint. But who knows? Maybe it won't. But they did say in the next upcoming weeks or next couple weeks, something along those lines, or the next couple weeks, whatever. Along those lines, that's what they said previously that on my delay video. I made a video saying that they are delaying it. And they said next couple weeks is probably when it should be out. So we'll see, sometime in December, hopefully before the holidays, or like, you know, when like kids get out of like school for the winter break. Next, what's it called? We have this person right here. I don't know why I even highlighted this now that I'm thinking about this, but he said the reason you're not mad is probably because you can still continue with your clickbait titles about the update, which always has the most views. Honestly, done watching your videos, dog. Listen, since you goddamn made a comment saying, hey, I'm done watching your videos, I put you in the video to say, listen, man, I'm saying goodbye to you. All right, it is what it is. You know, I'm sorry to see you leave, but not really. But you know, it is what it is, dog. You know, we go separate ways. We'll meet up again. It is what it is. But regardless, these don't get the most views, man. My update videos get the most views when updates do come out, and I always tell people this. I'm just like, dog, I want the updates more than you because I can make videos on them. I can show content off on them. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I'm not saying this is like my job. It's a hobby that makes, you know, some money on the side off the ads and stuff. But like, my brother, it's more. I want to push them to you know, to release an update more than you even think. But you know, at the same time, I'm not mad about it because it's like, if the update takes a little bit longer, who cares? You know, there's like stuff going on in real life. You know what I mean? There's stuff going on like on other parts of the internet. I don't know. I don't think everyone who games just games. You know, they do other stuff. You know, like there's other stuff you can like prioritize your time with, and then eventually, you know, when it comes out, it comes out. There's no need to be mad about a delay. Like, who cares at the end of the day? Like, yeah, it sucks, but after you say it sucks, like, what can you possibly do? Getting mad and going on the forums and making upset posts on how this company is now trash and this and that, like, I don't know. It's not even like a protest. I get like if you were trying to protest something, but just like, it's just like, I don't know, unnecessary anger in my opinion. That's how I feel about it, but people are going to have their opinions about it as well. But yeah, goodbye, man. Appreciate the support. Next, we have this person saying right over here, I did read this comments and I just wanted to go over it in a video. Okay, dog. Would you look at that? I clicked on it and there goes the YouTube comments. Oh, where is it? Sorry, YouTube be confusing sometimes. Here it is. No, it's not. That's the wrong one. Here it is. So a person said they did announce that this is how they wanted to do updates from now on. Don't get me wrong. I understand waiting a month, maybe 2. Though this is literally like a quarter of the year to go live for the console players. Okay, I understand. But he is referring to this quote by the developers right here. So I kind of wanted to go over this quote real quick, okay? So we did go over this in the video already, but I decided to go over it again because it's a pretty good post. I might even make a separate post just talking about it. I think it's pretty informative and it helps people figure out how the process works. So someone asked about transparency, about how the process works when releasing lives and betas. So developer responded, our release process comes down to the following. Complete required content for a release, pass baseline internal check, release to beta, resolve issues that are already known or identified at this point internally by the community, complete other cross-platform release requirements, localization, release check, certification, and then full cross-platform release to live. That's the process. Pretty much summarized, boom, 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 and that's how the live happens all the way at the end, right? Then he continues saying, with 1.2, we opted for an earlier beta release as this allows us to collect and respond to a broader range of community feedback rather than just critical items. Think balanced tweets versus crash fixes. Currently, we still have outstanding known issues that we want to resolve. And then what this comment is stating that they did announce this, how they want to do updates from now on. He ends the statement by saying, personally, I hope we will continue to go for a comparatively earlier beta release. So the developer was talking about how they wanted to release stuff earlier in the beta. But the developer also states, it may appear to take a longer time than usual, stating it's taking a longer time than usual to move 1.2 to live. So in my opinion, yes, I do agree with this, what he said, that the devs did state that, but them saying they want an earlier release, also they do acknowledge that this is taking longer than usual, so I don't think that they want an earlier release and then wait like 4 or 5 months. I think they want an early release, but also they want obviously an on-time move to live. Maybe a 1 month, 2 month time is what I think, because them saying longer than usual kind of implies that right now, obviously they're behind, and that's not something that they want to be. But I just want to clarify that because a lot of people read that, and I just didn't want them to get that wrong. But he is right. Just, it's not like they wanted to take 4 to 5 months to move to live. It's just that, unfortunately, it's now taking longer than usual, if that kind of makes sense. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. That's all I have for today for you, and I will see you in the next one. Appreciate it.